Everybody said it'd be easy, but we took a train to the ceiling. And now I'm high on all of my feelings. Don't wake me up from this dream. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard Jupiter's nice this time of year. Out in the wild, find our Eden. Let's stay a while, never leaving. Sound the alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Sound the alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound the alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Out here where anything happens. Sound the alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Sound the alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound the alarm in my heart. Ah, we're taking off. But I'm foolish. I need you. Know that I've been missing. But I'm foolish. I need you. Know that I've been missing. But I'm foolish. I need you. Know that I've been missing. But I'm foolish. I need you. my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer, when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait, wait. I just can't wait, wait. I just can't wait, I just can't wait until the summer. I just can't wait until the I just can't wait until I just can't wait until another, when I got nothing on my mind. I just can't wait to rediscover, when I meet with you again. Oh, I just can't wait until the summer, when my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer, when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait until the summer, when my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer, when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait, wait. I just can't wait, wait. I just can't wait, I just can't wait until the summer. Welcome back to Baltic Esports League here. Counter-Strike Go Week 3, and not only Counter-Strike Go, but of course other games here, more to come. But today we're going to start with a slightly different tone. If you recall, after Week 1, and we did win the prediction game between ourselves, and I did have to suffer this embarrassment over here. There was a sign that said something meaningless, but I did win the prediction game last week, which means I present to you my own version and a proud punishment for Envy. Let's give him a warm welcome in the studio. Lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. And as you can see, I believe everyone is at awe here in our studio, as well as hopefully you guys there at home. And obviously, the longer you stay tuned here, the more you know. And of course, you can find out more things about what's in Emmy's wardrobe. And I believe, just for the fun of it, I will refer to Emmy today as Susan. So, Susan, how do you feel in Week 3 of Counter-Strike Go Baltic Esports League?
To be honest, I feel kind of fabulous. You know, I'm looking pretty good, as already mentioned. Yeah, be careful. You have to buy me a drink first. Remember that. Of course, yes. Week 3 is amazing. I really like the punishment that we chose. It's just
you might want to change the angle there.
I'm not quite sure if I want to change the angle. I think it looks awesome from every single angle. You can look at me like, feast your eyes. This is amazing. I hope I come up with something that is as good as this one.
It's no problem. I already have the next thing in line for you that I just prepared in my own mind just about 3 minutes ago.
No.
And it's something fresh. We haven't talked about it.
Okay, yeah, this is quite weird, because I was like keeping the tone down with the sun and everything else, and then comes V like, bam, there's a dress wear it.
It's all in with me, so...
It is all in with you. It is all in with you. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. But let's check out the schedule.
I doubt anyone is enjoying it, but looking at the schedule over here, we're going to see today Mighty Wolves playing against Figure 05. I believe, was that your pick of the week?
That is my match of the week. Of course, Mighty Wolves, Figure 05, both they have the same scores. They have 4 wins, 0 losses. Both teams have won in the overtime. Figure 05, they're now looking a lot better. Mighty Wolves had a bit of hiccups here and there in the last week.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a very interesting one, and who comes out on top, I think, is going to stick with that position. Where are you looking all the time?
Oh, sorry. I'm constantly distracted. Susan, here's a fun fact for you. Figure 05 are in a small lead over Mighty Wolves with a 10-round difference. So that's also... This is probably one of the first games here that we really see these round difference come into play. I'm just entirely, completely distracted. And the next following game that we're going to see today is also going to be Gekon's pick of the week, which is Wolsung playing against Not Like This.
We remember Not Like This. God damn how well they played against VAS Sport, decimating them. Was it 16-5?
16-5, yeah.
Yeah, that was just crazy. On Inferno as well, where we claimed VAS to be the kings of Inferno and everything else, and Not Like This just threw that out the window and showed how it needs to be done. And Wolsung, they're looking pretty good. They're looking okay, and I think this is going to be kind of a test for them. Can they win an enemy team who can surprise like these top-notch teams, which we kind of refer to top-notch?
Well, I suppose we'll find out today if Not Like This' victory over WAS Sports was a fluke, or was it something that they actually prepared for. But once again, I feel like it's going to be slightly map-dependent in that specific match. But speaking of the first match between Mighty Wolves and Figure 05, we're just going to about one more time the players in the lineup. So accordingly, on the side of Mighty Wolves, we do have Emis, Kokaho, Keen, Emerson, and Dek.
And on the side of Figure 05, Lithuanian side, we have Amant, Wave, Kaitz, Cho, and JL. There's some amazing players on both sides. You remember from the week 1, there's already highlight from MSN, from Dek. Those guys have been flashy and everything else. And from side of Figure 05 as well, the Opper, Kaitz.
Kaitz as well as JL has shown very, very good talent from his side. So the first map that these teams are going to play between themselves is going to be Cash.
Yes.
Excuse me, not the first map, the only map that this team is going to play today. So on Cash, dare you say a prediction, because it's a new week, a new prediction game?
Yeah.
Seeing the consequences, what you might come across, Susan, then what would be your prediction for this match?
It will be Mighty Wolves. I strongly believe in that. I have gone with them most of the time, as I'm quite a fan of that team. Of course, I'm trying to be biased here, but I still think that their patience and everything else will come in place here. So it's going to be 16-10 in favor of Mighty Wolves. It's going to be a close game, not as close as you could think.
16-10. This is actually a tough one considering it's Cash.
Exactly.
So just to make it interesting, I'm going to go the same scoreline but the opposite way. So it's going to be Figure 05 taking 16-10 over Mighty Wolves. That is going to be my prediction. You know, I cannot allow you to suffer alone in this, so I'll give you a fair shot at it, and then afterwards come back towards the later side of the week.
Since at the moment we don't have all the players on, I believe the camera is on us at the moment, you could check out standings, right? Like quickly, just check out standings.
No, it's fine, we've already been there. Why would you want to go there again? Okay, well, we went to schedule, but standings here currently. So Lithuania are in the lead with 12 points, 4 victories, no overtime wins, and accordingly, that's why they are currently in first place. And one more time, they do have a very, very solid,
super solid
round difference in that sense, because they've won with small results.
No one can stand up against them.
opponents.
It feels like no one can stand up against them. And of course, after that comes Figure 05 Mighty Wolves. So basically, they're battling it out for the second spot at the moment in the standings. After that, we have Wolsung. I'm quite happy to see Latvian teams there on top of the standings. We were talking about Estonians not getting there just yet. But with VAS Sports, so I believe they lost one game and they won one game last week. So they're still like trying to hold that Estonian name.
Yeah, so 5th, 6th position, not like this. VAS Sports 7 and 8 is going to be Žalgiris and Autoclutch. Also, not too surprised to see them there currently. I mean, they've displayed solid results so far. Definitely positive news for on the side of Žalgiris, as if we recall the previous season, they were still sort of on their way to become a full-fledged team here, and here we can definitely see bigger improvement. Slightly surprised towards the other half of the standings here to see XGR eSports, only in 9th place. I was kind of hoping to see a higher result by now.
That's the same thing we thought in season 1. From those players that playing in that team, we thought like, oh, this is going to be a really good team. They're definitely going to battle out for that top spot. But like in the beginning of the season, they were not showing up. In the middle of the season, they were not showing up. At the end there, they had some moments of brilliance, as you say sometimes. And now, I'm not quite sure if maybe in mid-league, like this 8 weeks, maybe then they can start to climb up there, but...
Well, we're already slowly approaching the middle because this is week 3, I will remind you one more time. So, closely after XGR Sports, we do have Skin Lords.
Why they are there, we have no idea, basically.
Yeah, the second place of Season 1 overall. Obviously, a slight surprise to see them so low, but I have received a promise that they will improve from themselves, or apparently from themselves, because their lineup is ever changing. And of course afterwards we have EU Estonia and Aston eSports. That is going to be the 11th and 12th place currently. I feel like both of these teams have had just unlucky games and unlucky opponents so far, because both of these teams have displayed that they can approach the rounds correctly and have displayed that they do have the skill to be here, but it just hasn't really fallen into place for them just yet.
Yeah, as we said before, like Aston eSports, it doesn't seem like they are adjusting to the game that the enemy team is showing up to them.
They're pretty static about their approach, and obviously it shows, currently holding only 1 victory and 3 losses. And after the line here, we do have a Celtic, Red Eye, Aind, and Skinlords Red, which is probably the most surprising out of these teams there to see at the bottom.
For me, the biggest surprise definitely is Celtic. With those players and everything else, coming into this tournament, when I saw that team is going to play, and I was like, oh, nice. These guys, they're individually good. Everything else, they have been playing together for some time. But as well, like, they're not showing up.
Oh, something's not clicking. So perhaps a different map pool is in order for them, or something along the lines of that. More closely, though, we will turn to the match in a second. But I will remind you one more time that today you still have the chance to play our giveaway game that we do every time we stream. So you do have the chance of getting 10 euros worth of free food if you type #Volt in the chat, and you need to be subscribed to our YouTube channel in order to be eligible for the giveaway. But you can do it already now, and so you wouldn't have to worry afterwards, because the sign up does count already currently, and we will play out the gift at some point in time during this stream.
And you mentioned something about subscribing to our YouTube channel, and the one thing is, when you subscribe, you are able to see something like this happen.
I'm not still debating about how many people want to see this happen, but it is happening. So yes, if you are subscribed, you will get a notification about when we go live. Obviously, Mondays are going to be our punishment days. So as I did say, shameful Mondays, that is something that we are going to see here quite often. I can't stop staring at your boobs, man.
Yeah.
Well, they're not there, but I imagine. That's probably not making it any better, but...
No, it is definitely not. But the weird thing is, I thought it's going to be like very uncomfortable. It's not that bad.
Your face says differently, as your tone has adjusted to the tone of the dress.
Of course, like, how would you feel in this kind of scenario? How would you feel?
Amazing.
Amazing, yeah, of course.
So much freedom, considering we do have air conditioning in this room as well. I hope you don't freeze.
I can let my ass breathe. And anyone who gets that quote, we are good friends. And you don't know that quote, so...
Yeah. I don't know what sort of side of the internet you're on.
The best side of the internet. The best side.
Okay,
my favorite site, 4chan. Favorite.
Okay. And red dresses.
But you know which site I also like? BESL Pro and HyperTown.pro. And BESL Pro, you can see everything that's happening with the teams, the standings, the schedule, everything else. Stop staring. It's like really getting in a weird situation now. I'm looking you in the eye. Now I understand how the girls feel. Now I understand, because I'm trying to look in your eyes and have a conversation, and I look at you like, oh.
No, it's like you're a big red pole.
Oh yeah, of course.
non-existent things.
Yeah.
So I sort of have to work with my imagination, but it's fine, it's doable.
Yeah. And you know where you can meet us? Where we'll be able...
There's a street called Leonis in Latvia. For those of you who don't know, it's best that you don't know.
Dude, just like, got it there. That's it. You don't need to say anything else. But what I want to say that we're going to be in Tallin for the HyperTown festival. Right?
And if you lose the overall prediction game, I'm going to make you wear the same dress on stage in Tallinn.
Of course.
You do realize that the whole production team will force you to do it.
No. You know, like anything can happen in Tallinn. I can go missing.
Apparently.
Oh my God, we're still in Riga, dude. Still in Riga, still here, and we're still waiting for the players.
So what's the name of the hall again? One more time.
Saku Suurhall.
Amazing.
Yes, 20th and 21st of October. The tickets are available at HyperTown.pro, as I already mentioned. As well, we already had that festival in Riga, and it was pretty amazing. Do you recall? Like, we had there was drone battles, there was like paintball as well, airsoft. You could use all those simulators as well. The VR, it was tons of fun. Basically, you can do almost everything you want, but the all day is full. So be sure to check that one out, of course, as well. As now we have all the players in. And I can say that we are ready. Don't I look ready, man? I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am so ready for this.
That's what she said.
Oh no! Oh, how could I forget that that's a thing that you can say that literally all the time.
All the time. So we'll be heading into the match shortly here. Apologies for the laughter, but I feel like see, we're not laughing about you. We're laughing with you.
Yeah, you're laughing with me. That's definitely the case. But what do you think? Like, would the viewers appreciate more if we were all like really serious and like not even talk about or what they're seeing on the stream? Or
you feel like just ignore the fact that you're in a big red dress with almost nothing underneath you?
Yeah, that is actually true. Almost nothing. I went full on, all in.
Full commando.
Yeah, full
That's
commando. But let's see now. The knife round is on our way. As of course, you kind of want to start on that CT side, but I think starting on the T side as well is not the worst case scenario if you ask me. Because if you play as already, how many times Gekons have mentioned it, and I'm always trying to play that the same as well. If you're a terrorist, you play through middle, because there's so much you can do through middle.
Yeah.
And I'm really thinking that's what they need to do. As now my teams, they're going to switch, I believe, towards the CT side.
It does look like it.
Yeah. Yep. They're going to be on the CT side and Figure 5 on T side. Are you still sticking with your prediction? Do you think even Figure 5 on T side can manage to win it?
I mean, on terrorist side, if I was in Figure 5's place here playing against Mighty Wolves, I would feel pretty okay with like getting 7 rounds.
Yeah. But that is kind of a lot.
Huh?
Even if 7 rounds is kind of like even a lot.
Yes, but if you win the first one and win the 2 follow-up ones, you're already halfway there.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you can still always win like 4 buy rounds.
Exactly.
That's at least my approach towards it. As you can see, it looks like it's going to be inevitably a B hit, but we do have one loner here towards the A side from Figure 5. That's going to be Ayman, or he might be the flank coming out late into the side here as the nades come through, and Kokaho as well as Deck here should be pretty surprised about what's going to hit them now. As Kokaho will be first point of contact. Both Deck and Kokaho already finding kills, and Deck actually landed that through the smoke. You can see instantly a change of pace. Nobody has rotated from Mighty Wolves yet, obviously because of those entries. As now Ayman will find the one person on the side, but MSN with a quick return here. And the second only wave here remaining with the bomb in hand, and most likely will not be able to do much. The doors are open, but that's about it. It doesn't spot anyone towards the highway here as he's looking to clear all these corners. Does spot the player, but MS already will take him down. That's going to be the first round in favor of Mighty Wolves, and a very convincing one, I must say, starting off with that Dex headshot through the smoke.
Exactly. Like already when I saw Figure 5 going towards the B7, I saw Kokaho and Deck there, and like how well they play with the pistols, I was already thinking that this has to go the way of Mighty Wolves, and it happened. Very good job there. Also from MSN taking down the players. And now let's see, can Figure 5 figure something else out? And now they do have those 4 Deagles up and running in 1CZ. Let's just see as Keen. He's going to peek into the A-man. He did spot one player. Luckily for him, he does not get tagged. as this is going to be that A hit. There is Keen, who now understands that the players are moving into the A main. He only pushes in, gonna take down Wade. I thought he was gonna try to get more kills, but JL's gonna take down him. Then Keen was reloading, he does get one more. But now the rotation from Mighty Wolves player is gonna be 3-on-3 situation. Emis with that scout has to get this kill. The player name in, he misses the flick as the bomb will be planted by Cho. And now let's see how's this retake gonna go. With those weapons that Mighty Wolves have, this should be success.
Yes, they do also have a diffuse kit on their side, but Cho has managed to find an M4 and also has the armor there. So obviously this is going to come down as to how Amot is actually going to play this. He does manage to find the first headshot here and does know about the second player. Will tag him up and will find the second kill. And Cho will get the next, as it is going to be instantly a round back, and that will set back Mighty Wolves to a 4th round here. And if they lose, that's terrible news for them, and exactly what I said about the possibility of getting those 7 rounds on the T side.
This stage already looks like
everything is already on the board and set for them, as now in return, Mighty Wolves have 4 deagles on the table and 1 CZ in hand, and that is going to be in the hands of Keen here, as M is looking to find the timing on the shot through the wall there. Does manage to tag the enemy player down a bit, but just by a slight oh no, actually, my eyes are glitching.
Oh, and here MSN already getting tagged. He was spotted there by the players. He was trying to find the kill as well. And I like how Figure 5, they have slowed things down, as when Mighty was there on the CT side as well, just waiting for the push to happen. And Figure 5 crushed them. And here, them waiting, they could pull apart. They could pull Mighty Wolves apart, as we know. At least in the past, they have been the over rotators.
Yeah.
But here we can see JL, the first opening into middle, taking down JL. As it looks like they're going to hit that B side. There's going to be Kokaho there with the Deagle.
And I like how structured their approach is towards this round. They find that entry, they still group up, properly smoke everything off, and JL finding his second already in this round. As M is now looking to equalize the scoreline, has managed to find one, but will go down to JL. Obviously not having any armor does not help with that recoil control, as the knockback is just too huge here, and MSN battling it out. He really should be saving already this weapon at this point, as Keen is in a position he's not going to be getting away, but he will find 1 kill and looking to find more. Checking to every smallest angle, Amont will come out on top here, and MSN probably looking to see if he can get any exits and potentially save a weapon. But of course, Figure 5 players having the information that he has just been near car, most likely will not be rotating through it, and you can see there's already a player towards the white box, and that is going to be Wave here, looking to close it off and not leave anything to chance here for Mighty Wolves, as the MSN has already missed the timing towards the peak, and that is Wave. Excuse me, one more time. He's going to be looking towards. He actually has decided to stay in the highway, and MSN.
He was looking for the weapon, but did not find it. With that weapon, I think Mighty Wolves could definitely done a lot of economical damage, which is what they need at the moment. As they're going to be on that eco run, they have to figure out what is the approach that they have to take to get as many kills as they can. Maybe a rush towards one side, maybe a stack, as they spread out evenly. And I'm not big a fan of this. I think that you want to do that economical damage, you should be.
Now you can see Kayitz is already looking to entry fast here, as he will find the first, will be taken down by MSN, and that is a man down on the side of Figure 5 here, and they need to find these trades quickly, as MSN has found 2 already. The flashbang obviously will do him wrong and will take him out of the game, leaving only Dek and Kokaho alive here. And I don't feel like they'll be able to do too much, but Cho might be in trouble unless he really needs to pick his timings here, and should know that a flank is a possibility, as Dek obviously clearing every single corner here. And, Cho.
The timing. He just managed to peek in there, and he's gonna spot Dex. He's gonna take him down, as Kokaho is now waiting towards that car, waiting for someone to push him, as he has nothing to save. This is basically just him looking for the exit frags, and I think that's not gonna happen. Still Figure 5, they have saved that M4 2 AKs as well. And do you think they should go for op?
Figure 5 players?
Yeah, they will have the money.
They will have the money, but I don't know. I mean, obviously they can go for it, but is that something that you really want to go do? I would say try rifle round first and see how far you can get with rifles, because obviously if you can use less money to gain rounds, then there's no need to go for that AVP. And but the question is, does it fit their strategies? I mean, so far, they have done exactly that and purchased only rifles on their side. Emis actually missing that Molotov towards Heaven, and Keen has managed to spot players here, will manage to get one, only one in that situation, as Emison in trouble here again, as the Molotovs are already coming out, and Emis with the off is going to be crucial. Will miss the shot towards the smoke here, and instantly heading towards Heaven. Doesn't spot any players just yet, as Figure of 5 players decide to instantly fall back here, and if they do it quick enough, they should be able to head towards B site, as Deck now distracted with a battle in middle, and already Kokaho on the rotation towards B. Emis does manage to find one player here and spotted the second, and the timing.
He misses the timing. He already spotted the player towards right and left, both sides. Has to be pretty careful, as now Deck's gonna come in to help. Can he get the timing right? He spots the player towards middle, but now Emis, he's gonna be pushed, and MSN saves his team's upper, as now only Kites with Wave remaining. And was that a mistake for them not pushing into the A side, as now things are crumbling, and Kokaho is going to wait, as he already has spotted one of the players. He's going to wait for them to pass, as it's going to be pretty tough for them to get the timing right. Kokaho is going to kill off Wave there through the smoke. Good job. Now only Kites remaining 1v4. We've seen him do crazy things, but it's one of them, as the Deck pushes in, gonna get the kill. That is Team Ace from Mighty Wolves, as they're gonna get the second round. Great job.
Indeed, so they do manage to win out this first rifle round, and this is the moment where Figure of 5 can go for that AVP and try to approach the game slightly differently, as obviously doing the same thing again, knowing also that Emis has purchased the AVP, you really want to like try and equalize this and put the same amount of pressure from the other side here in order to at least get rid of that weapon. So Kayitz has already purchased the op and already had a good spawn, so he's going to be heading towards middle here and looking to see if he can spot the player, and then we'll get the kill
instantly. That is what you said. They have to put something up against Mighty Wolves, and they did, because Kayitz last week he blowed our minds, and he's continuing to do that this week as well. As Keen, okay, they are a bit more aggressive towards the A, as they're not too aggressive towards B. Although Deck and Kokaho have been here a while, they're not pushing far out like completely.
Yeah,
they're not looking for that too much information. They're just checking if they can spot anyone coming in, so their rotations could be faster. And Deck, this is pretty great position, but when that smoke fades, he has to get away. As Keen has found Amant, that was the lurker, so it's gonna be now all on Deck. He's gonna get the timing. He's not looking for the shot. He's gonna find one jump for the second, but he does not realize that Wave is there. As Kokaho is going to take him down, it's going to be 3v2. Kokaho has to go huge, but Kayitz one more time with the op. He's going to get the kill. Still has to find MSN and Keen, the deadly duo that also won GOEXANIMO 2x2 tournament.
So the bomb will go down in bomb side B here, and obviously Kayitz with the AVP is going to be a crucial player here, as the Molotov will go down towards the site, and that will force Cho out of position slightly as the nades are coming through here. The smoke prevents Kayitz from peeking, but Cho does manage to find first, then spots the second, will take him down, and that is going to be 4-2. The money reset one more time for Mighty Wolves, meaning that, I mean, either they go for a full eco now, or they force up and risk potentially being fully reset.
Yeah, that's the case. Looks like they won't buy up, as the game is going to continue now, and I have no idea how that worked out. How did Mighty Wolves just stop there? Was Kayitz really making that much noise that they were not even expecting Cho to be in the site?
There was a player indoors that was holding two people on a site still, and I believe that's the reason why the rotation was so late, and Cho already had managed to get across by that time. Okay. So that pretty much was the storyline here. Keen extremely aggressive still in A main, and I hope someone's watching Kayit's back, and you can see already a player towards card. That is going to be Amant, and rightly so, as they realize that most likely this players will be on an eco round, which means there is potential for random pushes to happen.
As here, Wave has gone already pretty far towards middle. Keen, he did get damaged, now he has to get back. I believe that was Amant sagging him up. As now, I'm not quite sure towards which side they want to go to. The bomb is still dropped down towards the T spawn. We can see they're still just looking and trying to find the kills while they are in the lead here.
Figure of 5 basically are trying to understand where the stack might be currently, and that's why they're sending these players around from all sides, as Wave has already taken down MSN, and Keen will go down by Wave as well. Only Emis, Kokaho, and Deck remaining here, and as I said, both of these players lose their life. Only Deck is going to be alive here with the P250 in hand. Still, I actually really like this pistol, in eco round.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
because you can, if you can get solid 2 headshots in, it's a really quick
You
kill
can just
happening,
think, like,
and the recoil is relatively low on it.
As well, and you said like 2 headshots. You don't need 2 headshots. You just shoot him once, and then you can spray down the body. Like it's as well easy weapon as that as well.
And it's also a weapon that you can run and gun with. Like you get so many kills with it.
And it is so cheap, only 300 for that.
Yeah. So overall, a good weapon pickup. As you can see, M is already with the AVP.
One more time.
Definitely taking a lot smaller angle. He can just
take
take
the
a
shot. Oh, he tags up JL down to 29. Almost. As here, Keen did get one, but Wave instantly with the kill. Back now, MSN, he is quite close, but I don't believe he heard Amans going into the Squeaky, but at this stage, Mighty should already understand that there's almost always a player in Squeaky.
True, but Eamon has a lot of utility, and if he opens up those doors and starts using the utility, it might force a rotation from B here. As you can see, they have abandoned middle, and MSN now with an angle peek. He should be spotted over here as he's sitting on the ledge, but he actually dinks Wave down to 15 HP, and that will allow him to force closer to this position, also giving away the fact that this most likely is going to be a B bomb hit, as now the player in middle here, I believe that is JL, should try and see if he can get into connector, as MSN has already pushed through here and looking to see if he can backstab any of these players, and he will be going for the smart move here and for the longer rotation around towards B lobby. And I really like this fact because obviously you can run and not be heard so easily here in this situation, and he's also finding a lot of information as he winds Wave here, but look at the A side, it's completely open.
The over rotations, all kind of over rotations.
Go, guys.
Did really sell it, as they're gonna go into the side. No one's going to be there. There is still MSN waiting in spawn, and there is MS missing the shot. At least it's gonna be 3 players at a time retaking the side, and MSN is gonna have the second shot at it. So now
4-3 retake situation here, as already the Molotov has been deployed, and the flash towards the truck will allow JL to find one of the kills, and the flashbang over will also force Kokaho to go down. Emis will go down, and only MSN remaining. He's out of the game. 2-6. Man, I'm good at prediction games.
Yeah, I'm already thinking that I need to leave country on Monday.
You need to leave the country.
Yes. There's no other way.
Don't worry, Susan.
Like you never even call me Envy, and now you're like, oh fucking yeah, I'm gonna call you Susan.
So Mighty Wolves here, sitting only on 2 rounds, obviously are going to be forced onto pistols. As one more time, Cho now being pushed will find the first kill. I would say get out, man, while you can. As Kai is covering your corner, JL helping out there, but he will go down. Cho will find another and a third here, looking to get the 4th player. And that is going to be MSN, who already made his position known. And obviously he's already being flanked here, and he's going to be greeted by none other than the player who's about to go down. It should be Amos. Yep, that's the case. So MSN can still pick up an AK here in this situation, and he's going to be looking to be saving this whip, but he's already
Yeah, he's dead basically. You can see the timer on the bomb is way too long for him to survive this one with 23 HP and no armor. I have to be pretty careful about this one, as they're
Figure of 5, like piranhas are going to be closing in on MSN here, but MSN with solid headshots around the board has managed to find Cho and will find Wave in this situation. He knows Kaitz is close, and they also know he's low on HP, and Kaitz most likely will decide to... Oh, he actually goes for the CZ, not allowing MSN to pick up the AVP here. Will he find it?
No, he won't. No. He has to survive, as the bomb's gonna explode. 23 HP. Okay.
Of course, that blows even towards this side. So, figure of 5, unlucky hunt there. I mean, they did offer themselves 1 by 1. If you would just kind of go together, I feel like that would have gone better.
And did they really didn't have any nades? Like anything could have worked in that situation. Grenade, a flashbang, Molotov. They didn't even use it, and basically, they gave away their lives.
If you approach that situation, all 3 of you just force a reload out of him. That's already going to be enough, as M is tagged through the wall here by JL. Will be dropped down to 75, and that will force him to think twice about peeking here. Obviously, he doesn't really care that much, as he's still looking to see if anyone is going to be heading towards that boost. And you can see one more time that Figure of 5 have decided to take a different approach towards this round. They've actually placed 3 players more towards the boost area, and Kaitz finds the kill onto Emis. These guys are on fire today.
No, but like, you even look like Kaitz, he's the lowest, almost lowest fragging player. 5 and 7 kills, but his skills has been so high impact.
Yeah, exactly, and we've seen it time and time again from him coming out here. Keen again with the aggression in A main. And Vecna with the pop flash takes so long time to find the kill, and he will go down to wave. That is the bomb spotted, and you can see there's already a rotation coming out from MSN heading towards that B side, as Keen obviously rotating around, hasn't managed to find any players yet, and will find wave with the bomb, excuse me. That is information passed on to the remainder of his teammates. And that is also a lot of time being wasted here, as now Kaid's looking to score back, but you can see Keen has already evaded the whole situation, and rightly so, as it is still a 3 versus 3.
But only 30 seconds left on the clock, as they're going to head towards middle, so more or so looks like they're going to hit that A site, as there's going to be Keen in pretty good position. You don't check this one firsthand.
Yeah, it's definitely an uncommon one you can get in evade these players too. He's going to find one here, looking to find the second, will go down to JL. Kokako is far away, and MSN going down. Why would you take that battle?
I think he didn't know that there's the AWP coming in at that stage, but yeah, as well, kind of impatient, but that does not wait for Kokako to come in.
Both of these players are on half HP though, they can still do it.
Yeah, they both are in the site, so Kokako just has to get his timings right. Has to be pretty careful about the AWP being in the quad as well, as he's still waiting for someone to pick up. I figure they're playing the smart game. They're not showing themselves. They're going to hide for a while here, as Kaid's missed the first opening shot, as Kokako is now trying to push on forward. Maybe he can spot the AWP. He's going to see Kaid, tag him up, he's going to kill him off. There is not too much time left, as he's now going to go for the defuse. He tags it up. He's going to wait for the play to come through. He's going to get the kill. Good job, Kokako, as I believe he will clutch it. No, there is no time. It's going to be 8-2.
Oh, and he got down as well in the process. So no weapons saved on the side of Mighty Wolves, and you can see that they will be able to buy up this round, but do not expect a lot of utilities. Obviously, those 6,300 Emis has will be used towards the AVP one more time. So
Kai is this time with the Mac 10, so the round where MSN got all those kills kind of crush Figure 5's economy in here as well. All the players are dying, they have to rebuy all the time, so Mighty Wolves, they now need to step up. This is round where
this is going to be a set approach towards a bomb site here. And I believe, what I would do in their position, they know that Keen is pushing A main every single round, essentially. So they should just wait for that pop flash to come through there and see if they can find any players. But MSN already being damaged, the Molotov will force him out of position. Keen already has managed to find Amont in the process here, and MSN will need to go huge, as the remainder of his team does. And an instant wipe coming out here from the side of Mighty Wolves. So that was just a payload of kills. And still, 3-8.
Yeah, this is not looking too good for Mighty Wolves. As I said, this round should give them confidence. They should strike back right now. In Figure 5, that was kind of a fast approach towards the round. I think they should not do it anymore. I think if they hold long enough, Mighty Wolves will start to doubt themselves in that stage. Like, where should we go? Should we rotate?
Potentially, yeah. It's hard to say with what the comms might be at this stage for Mighty Wolves. You don't know if these players are frustrated or no. This is going to be a set play towards B, and Kokako with help of the deck here should be able to clean it up. You can see I love that Molotov placement here, as
already he does get 2 kills. Instantly, Nemesis is here to fight back, as only Cho will remain. He is in the side, has to find 3 players. He's looking for the first one, but he can't find Keen, and Keen, what a headshot. 3 kills for him in that round, and this is going to be the 4th round now on the board. As you can see, Figure 5, they can still buy up. They still have the money.
Nobody ever expects the second player to come so quickly through Vents, and that's why I also love to sometimes do, if you already have a teammate in Vents and he has just gone through, if I'm in middle in that situation, I try to get to those Vents as quickly as possible, because even if they kill the guy in checkers, they're not expecting for the second one to instantly pop out. So you can get quite a lot of kills that way. We do seem to have a pause here on the server, and I don't believe... We do seem to have
the pause, and this is the moment where you can one more time feast the eyes, or just the eyes burning out already. I have no idea, because this red is pretty bright.
It's not that bad.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think, can we find something red that suits you here? Here, hold this mushroom.
I have a jacket. There. I don't...
But it's fits you.
Oh, did you break it? Did you break this one already?
No, the battery died.
Battery died. And Yoda, at least he's still alive.
Stop trying to distract the people from the awesomeness.
Dude, look, this kind of fits.
If you hold that in hand, nobody's going to approach you on the street. So.
Well, I'm kind of hoping for that as well.
Whoa, really? Well. I mean, oh yeah, I cut up the sign last week. Will you cut up the dress? I mean, we don't own it, so...
Yeah, if this was your dress, I would burn it.
But considering it's yours, Susan, then it's going to be fine here as we are back into this game here. And
Finally!
Find the kill through that wall. So the timing did work out here. JL will think again about spraying through that wall. And you can see also a good amount of HP damage dealt to the side of Figure 05. I believe that was a combination of a nade and a Molotov.
Exactly.
So they have taken some damage toward this round, and still, considering they have the AVP, they should go for a set play towards the site here with the help of the op. Deck has already managed to find Amon here, slightly unlucky, as now Cho fully flashed will go down to Deck. So that flashbang definitely worked out, as now Wave should be looking to find the AVP and save the weapon.
It feels like finally Mighty have that sync up. Like it was pretty tough for them last week. It was pretty tough at the beginning of this game, where you can see they're like passing flash to each other. Their movements are getting better, so they're not really risking too much when they try to push in. They always have that backup ready.
I feel like Figure 05 have just relaxed a bit too much here in this situation. It looks like their kills are getting sloppy, as Wei will find Kukaho, but Deck one more time will come out on top with a 4K this round.
Really good job. As you can see in the scoreboard, Keen at the moment on the top of it, 13 kills for him, and JL as well. The guys have been calling out, and I think Amon and the boys should go. This is Figure 05 that we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
This is a team that is really scary at the moment. And the side of Mighty Wolves as well. And as already mentioned, they are battling it out for the second spot, basically, in the standings.
Oh, and this is going to be 4 people through the doors here, as Amon has already flashed over, and that Molotov is going to be delayed. MSN will be down here on the side. Keen will find one, but I'm not a fan of staying in that position for too long, as JL does manage to find the kill. 3 versus 3 situation. The bomb is already in sight and will be planted shortly here, as now Wave should be flushed out by that Molotov from that position. Still stays alive though, only has a Glock in hand.
And the bomb is even planted. You can see Mighty Wolves, at least they're approaching the site from 3 different positions. I don't know if they have information about Deck, but this should be a freebie for Deck. It's going to spot JL, instantly going to take him down. There's one more player in the main and in the side as well. He's being killed, and only Amon will remain, but Kukaho is going to kill him off. There is enough time this time for defuse, as the score is going to be 6-8 as we head into the last round of the first half. And Mighty Wolves, they're looking good. Do you think it's going to transform towards the T side as well?
It definitely can, and definitely has the potential. So obviously you're not out of the woods yet when there are still wolves running around.
Nice. Those have been pretty rare from you. But they come out and they're good. The puns.
Ah, the puns, yes. The pun game. I've toned it down a bit so I wouldn't distract everyone from
Yes, of course. And I appreciate you doing that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
You're gonna love it next week.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna win. So why
no.
Okay, well, an interesting boost, of course, one more time, seeing we can, this is actually the second time when we see this boost coming out in the final round of a half or a match.
Yeah,
and
that is true.
That's rightly so here, because obviously if it hasn't been done throughout the game, not a lot of players will figure to check for that position, and that might come in crucial. And as already we spoke before, there have been also many pro teams that do this, as now Deck with the flashbang should have in theory given away his position by showing where it flew from, and a nade should be imminent here as he will go wide peeking, and Kukaho helping out will take down.
But he got that flick onto Amon at least, but there was still Kai to strike back. As one more time, 3 against 4, and I think in this situation it's almost like there's no way for Figure 05 to win it. When they are in man disadvantage, it feels like they are going solo all of a sudden.
And I'm not really a huge fan of that fact, as now Kai is looking to see if he can find any of these players, but obviously Mighty was not really willing to give away anything. They have split themselves up 2-2 on either side here, and interesting check there from the electric. You can lose your life like that if a player is, I mean, if Kayitz would be watching that highway, I feel like he could also land that one. So the Molotov will delay any sort of push coming out from doors here. As you can see, the player from the main is going to go down to MSN here, and Keen will find another kills. So 7-8 overall, not so bad. Mighty Wolves did manage to bring it back here, but it looked extremely scary for a second there. So from the scoreline of 3-8, they have managed to bring it back to 7-8. So still showing they're on a fighting spirit, and obviously that initial loss means nothing for them. And this is also dangerous territory for Figure 05, because if they continue losing, mentally they won't be able to get back into
as
this.
well, especially after the side switch on CT7, you have to figure out how to approach the enemy team. If the enemy team strikes and kills you in every single position that they go to, it's going to be pretty tough. And I think Mighty Wolves, they have that kind of preparation to surprise enemy team in the first round, just to go wild, because their pistol players are just insane. As Joe here, I think he fell asleep there in the middle. Yes, exactly. As now Ayman has to go huge, as he as well misses the timing to find the first kill, and now has to play from the side. That's tons of information towards Mighty Wolves, but you can see all the players are rotating. It's going to be 5v5 brawl here in the B side. As now they're going to push on forward. Emis, he is ready to move into that side. But can he get the kill, as there's one more player trying to push through the smoke? But no, it's going to be only Kayit with JL remaining. JL does get the kill. It's going to be only Dek remaining 1v1. The two players that have been really flashy in this game.
And Dek has no information. I thought that he was spotted, and Kayit's desperately looking down towards him. Will spot the player missing the shot. Will get a lot of tags in here. He knows Dek is on low HP, and Dek still needs to cross to get back. Another shot towards Dek. Left on 16 HP here. He needs to find a headshot. He's trying to bait out the shots, and Dek already knows the player has jumped down here, looking to see if he has managed to find one.
Oh my god, with 1
HP!
1 HP. 1 HP. Kayit's managed to get a few shots in as well to get him down to 1 HP.
Oh, that's a tilter.
Definitely. If we would see the chat right now, it definitely would be Kayit saying HP. And if Dek says 1, then they're going to be like, CSGO, please fix.
Okay, well, unfortunate news for Figure 05. It looked almost well there in that situation, but didn't work out. Keen heading here quickly towards A main and looking to see if he can find any of these players, as the pop flash will come through here, and JL looking to deal damage, but he will go down as Keen has managed to find both of these players. So sitting in that anti-flash position obviously really pays off here. Now Ament will need to somehow go huge with the CZ in hand, as they already...
He peeked as well, and Dek managed to take him down before they enter the site. As now here in the site, show how much really damage can he do as he tags up Dek. He's gonna kill off Keen. He's looking for more. He's gonna kill off. Oh my god, Dek as well. Only MSN now just got the kill, but in the end there, Wave with 1 HP. Oh, if he would have gotten there away, maybe it would have been one more great moment on 1 HP, but damn, impressive stuff.
And you can see Ament lost that battle there because he peeked, and and died only because a lot of these players on the T side know that when you are on the CT, you feel pressured to peek that from that position, but actually, like, from the moment of the execution, there's still another solid 5 seconds before you'll see anyone approaching default. So that's something to take into consideration here. As you can see, there's a ton.
He might have some fun here. Does he have any kind of flash? He's gonna kill off the first player. But he's gonna get pushed instantly. As I don't know how many players he spots with that death camera there.
Probably another 3 in that situation, but obviously the fact that Mighty Wolves have already taken B bomb site here, that's plenty. That's all they need to know essentially, and just make sure they watch out for backs, as Figure 05 players just spraying through the wall here, looking to see if they can deal any damage. So kills going left and right here on either side. JL still looking to see and spot this player, as MSN still dangerously toying with his life.
And he gets him. That's the second wallbang there from MSN.
Yeah, so that must feel sweet.
It definitely has to. And now after this round, Figure 05, they will have the buy round. So they definitely need to show up then, and Mighty Wolves as well. As you know, they have been practicing like crazy. I want to see what kind of setup they bring to the first T buy round when the enemies has it, because I think Mighty Wolves as well should think that this is really a very important game.
Of course,
it definitely is. So I'm really curious to see, as Dek, will he switch out the MP7?
So one more time, neither of these teams have actually lost the game in the second season. So obviously this is also a matter of principle here. So who is going to be the first loser between these two, as Kayit's already peeking towards middle here, looking to find the typing. Will miss it just by a second, but Cho already hears players spraying down desperately. Will get one. Get away, dude! Why are you staying there? As Emis already finds a kill in return, and that is the man advantage. Instantly lost in that situation.
And with that kill, Emis also opened up middle, so there's no CT players anymore in middle. They went back to sides, just to be careful. You can see as well, Aim, and he's checking if anyone pushes out from Zigzag, if that's going to be the case, and Wave. Really good position, but this position is always checked, as instantly they're going to take him down. Now only Aimant remaining towards that B size rotation has started. But you can see the bomb's only now making its way towards B. Aimant pushes out. He can drop the bomb here, but he's going to get double peek, and that's going to be it, as Kayit already went to save. JL still looking for some damage that he can deal through that smoke. And if they manage to save these two weapons, would you force up for the rest of the players? Have those pistols?
If they manage to save it?
Yeah, if they manage to save these two
Yeah,
weapons.
there's definitely a viable force. I mean, especially Kayitz with the AVP.
Yeah.
I wouldn't probably put him towards middle. It kind of depends where his spawn is, and I would try to use that. So if he has a good spawn towards B, maybe peek into B lobby. If not, have one of the players pick up a flashbang here. As actually JL finding a kill and finds a second one there as well. So that's 2 rifles out of the game for them, but Amos with the flank will force JL to hide away, and he's looking to finish him off, and rightly so he will do, as Kayit's now peeking, will spot Amos and will take him down. So still a lot of rifles lost, but you can see money is not an issue for Mighty Wolves here, having picked up those first initial 3 rounds and that first buy round. So Kayit's with the AVP here. I don't really know what he could do. It doesn't look like he has the best spawn.
It feels like T side up is the way to go for him, but having T up on CT side, like as well, we had the highlights on Dust 2 where he was terrorist. On CT side, he was having a bit of issues, so maybe he needs to dictate the game himself. But here, yes, exactly. He was trying something new. It did not work out. Now Cho, the last man running here towards B, did tag out one of the players, but Emmy's gonna take him down. As now I believe F05, as they did force something up. Probably not the worst thing to say up these Eagles. Yeah, exactly, and Ayman still managing to find kills in the process here, just trying to bait for his teammate. And Wave looking to see if he can spot one of these players. He will get him down, and that is going to be a weapon retrieved by Ayman in that situation. Also, the pop flash allowing for another peek, as Ayman will go down, interestingly enough, here, and Wave in the process. So 12-8. Mighty Wolves have taken over the lead here and really haven't let go since still that scoreline of 3-8. So
10 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
10 rounds in a row. That is pretty insane from them. And I'm really thinking, does F05 have nothing prepared for this kind of situation?
I mean, they haven't, well, here's the thing. So on CT side, it doesn't look like F05 have changed much of their approach. I mean, they haven't been pushing A main here. And Keen already with a fast run towards B, also a high place flashbang will force him to find Wave in this situation, and Kite will go down to Emis, and that is all going south for Figure 05 one more time, as they are already in a 4 versus 2 situation. So many Molotovs used towards heaven here, and obviously JL looking to see if he can spot any players over that smoke. Will not be able to do so. They need to hold on to these weapons, as MSN already on the flank with a quick tap to the head of Cho. Leaves only JL arrive, who has managed to find one of the kills here, and the pop flash will allow him to get and change his position. Will inevitably find the kill, and desperately looking to see if he can deal more damage.
He can maybe even try to move into the side, but he's being spotted. There is enough time for him to go for this one, but the HP does not allow him to do so. So he's gonna get back, he's gonna save the AK, and Deck with Kokaho, they managed to find the up. So if they're both going to go same, yes, they're going to go same direction. So no more action in this round. But this is 13-8, and Figure 05 on an eco. So this could potentially be even 14-8, and then I think might have
goes south.
Yeah. For who it goes south?
Yeah, for me.
Oh, nice.
Don't forget, there's going to be a camera switch in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. I know that. I know. I'm preparing. I'm like moving my dress so no one sees.
So Susan, how hard it is to change your name?
It was pretty simple because you were the only one who did it.
Ah, okay. Well, good to know I have such authority here. As Nate will be thrown over the boost, and Kayet's already pushed up with the CZ close here. JL, the only man with the rifle in hand on the side of Figure 05. And Emis, will he find the correct time? Oh my god, he actually almost did it. What is that,
He was even looking for that shot. Oh my god.
What is that?
If that wouldn't hit, then you can definitely say the Mighty Wolves have this game. If that would have happened. This here.
Obviously now Deck waiting for a flashbang, most likely over by his teammates, and the flashbang goes through here as he's looking to quickly clear out these corners here. Doesn't spot any players just yet, and I believe he just saw one player in bench here. That will be confirmed as another one emerges from the smoke.
Why am I staying here? He needs to get away, and he will get away as he is solo at the moment. And you can see Mighty Wolves as well. They have spread out all around the map. No luck for them just yet. Just some bit damage into Kayet.
Oh, if Kokaho goes down here, that's going to be horrible news for their team, because you can see another boost coming out here, and Ament looking to spot the timing again, and he will take down Keen.
What? How is this even possible? Zemis, he's gonna get killed. Kokaho as well, finding the players, so it's gonna be 3-on-3. But I believe there are some AKs to be picked up in the middle as well.
Exactly, and you can see Kokaho already trying to advantage further on and clear out any sort of close corners he might have, as now MSN will find Kaitz in the process, but, Wave will find a kill towards Kokaho here, so still a 2 versus 2 situation, and JL also has the kit, and you can see there's already a player heading towards the truck position. I believe that is JL, and he will be flanked. Just push through connector. Oh my god, that is the lifeline for Mighty Wolves here, as now Wave, in a clutch situation, needs to find this kill. He doesn't have any nades to cross over here, so he will just need to risk it, as nades coming through, and Emis with the positioning will land a shot onto Wave there in that situation. Little
the confidence
BM there afterwards.
Yeah, the confidence from Mighty was to actually push out that far out of the sights, and basically if who was it there? Was it Wave? If Wave would have gotten that kill onto Emis, then it could have gone south.
Yeah, it could have gone horribly wrong for him, as obviously they would know, Wave would know that the second player was in a highway still, so in theory he should be able to get across. And Wave now looking to see if he can spot any players towards B lobby, will deploy a smoke of his own and will fall back. There's actually a double op setup coming out from Figure 05, so if everything else fails, then by all means here from the side of Mighty Wolves, you mean?
Yeah, I think this is a fake. Like, they're going to try to fake the B side, they're going to push into the A. As they haven't made any noise, Kai still is not even aware that someone's right on the left side, right next to him. As now they're trying
and the rotation is coming through. There's actually 4 players heading towards B here. Haitz might be in a world of trouble as long as he manages to find the first kill. Looking to find the second will go down, as now both MSN and Emis manages to find kills here in this situation. Amon and Cho finding kills as well. What is going on here?
Why is this going on? As it's going to be Keen with the kill. It's going to be 1v1 Amon against Keen. We've seen Keen do crazy things, but the same goes for Amon, so I'm really curious to see how they're going to play this one out. As Keen, he's going to move, he's going to be spotted, he's going to be taken down. And Figure 05, they managed to get that 9th round on the board, and Keen, was he really not expecting something of that sort?
Yeah, I mean, he should have paid more attention to that smoke. I feel like that's the reason why he tried to cross so dangerously into T main. It can be tricky sometimes. It might feel like the car is covered, but if the player has already pushed out, like in this instance, then well, you're done. You are done for. You might as well wear a dress.
Yeah. Are you gonna pull this all day?
What?
Today?
The dress thing?
That's right, the dress thing. Forget about it. Forget about, man. As now, let's see, both teams have the Byron, but if Mighty Wolves win this one, they basically win the game. As here, Deki needs to get his timing right. He misses the timing. As you can see, it's actually the money situation for both sides is kind of shaky. A bit better for Mighty Wolves, if you ask me.
Well, Figure 05, they want to bring this back. They definitely need to win this round here. Kind of an obvious one, but still, economy-wise, excuse me, that's definitely something you should do. Cho hasn't managed to burn down here, desperately spraying through the smoke, as he did hear one of the players, and Emis will take him down with the peak as he was pushed out in a random position. Kaitz, unorthodoxly for him, will miss that shot as he will flash out for himself, looking to spot any players, and did he actually tag him through the wall?
I believe even 2 times he tagged him there through the wall. Great job, Kaitz, with Emis still remaining strong. As they are 5 players alive, and they're going to head to which side? Towards that B side. It's going to be 2 players focusing there, and Wave in pretty good position with this weapon.
Yeah, hopefully he's not going to be checked here and will be able to put up another crucial round on the board for his teammate. I'm not a fan of Amon's position in that situation, because if they wide pick you, you cannot even get to a safe situation here.
He's doing a bad thing. He doesn't need to peek. He needs to hide here. As he's going to wait, there's going to be Amon trying to timing. Oh, the Molotov is there. Yes. He just sprayed on both players. Get the kills. Baby's going to go down. Amon needs to stay alive. It's going to be 3v3 situation. Grenade doing tons of damage. But still, Emis managed to get the kill. As now it's going to be all on Kaitz's shoulders. As he can look for his first blood, but instantly Kaho is going to take the head off of him and push out. It's going to be 15-9. As Mighty Wolves are looking to take this one home.
Oh, Figure 05 looked desperate in that situation. Like, everyone was desperate to make a play, and it looked good initially, but Wave unfortunately went down too quick in that situation. And also, if they knew that the push is imminent, fair enough about the Molotov, but I feel like a flashbang would have been a better choice in that situation in order for Wave to wide peek and perhaps get 2-3 kills in that situation here, as Cho already tagged down to 19 HP and Wave has gone down. It looks all horribly wrong for Figure F05 here, but as I say it, JL will manage to find MSN here in the process.
He instantly realizes where the player will head, and taking down only Kite. With Cho will remain 2 players against 4 of Mighty Wolves, and this does not look too possible for them, as Cho as well, like with 19 HP, and even if he had those 100 HP, they don't have the kit, and only Cho remaining, as this is looking to be the end of Figure 05's win streak, and Mighty Wolves are looking damn mighty. 16-9, they will take cash home.
So Mighty will still stay undefeated here in second season, despite having a few shaking games and definitely having a rough start in this match. And I'll be honest, I'm not even mad about losing the prediction game in this one, because this is definitely not a switch up I was expecting from Mighty Wolves initially here. So one more time, the scoreline was at the most maximum 3-8, correct?
Even 2-8. 2-8 was the lowest.
Okay, so 2-8. And obviously having the capabilities of turning that around, having 10-11 actually rounds in a row, I believe here, and then losing one and then having another 2 back, obviously forced, well, probably the last remainders of whatever Figure 05 motivation had in this match here. So overall, a very good show of how to keep calm and collected towards the game. Cannot say much about what's going to happen when we leave this room while he is dressed like this.
It's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Maybe we should, like, maybe Figure 05 should hire you so you could, like, have like a player model in game like this and just jump out in middle to distract them, and they're like, there's a guy in a dress and.
Yeah, of course. To whoever who's tuning in right now, this is not how I usually dress.
Usually he has a blue dress. Today he was feeling kind of lady in red, so.
This is a punishment that I'm really happy that I'm not going through it. I'm already half through it, as we have only one more game.
He's in denial.
Allow me to speak. Like,
sure.
We have one more game going on.
Susan?
Let's go into commercial break. Like.
Go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
Back to Baltic Esports League, week number 3, game number 2 for day 1. I will remind you one more time, I'm V, this is Susan, and we are back together for our second game today, which is going to be played between Wolsung and Not Like This on the Mirage.
Okay, sure.
You actually won the first prediction game today, so you shouldn't be so salty. And you have
This day is still not over. This day is still not over. But okay, let's talk about the game. Wolsung versus Not Like This. They both have even scores in the standings. They have 3 wins, 1 loss.
Exactly.
But Not Like This, they kind of surprised us, and Wolsung have been stable. Like I want to say stable throughout.
Yeah,
they have
for the
always
most
been
part,
like, yes,
for the
exactly.
most part, they have been stable. Obviously, they had a few shaking rounds in one of their, in few of their games, but they did inevitably, for the most part, manage to find their way back into this. So, Not Like This did come up with an upset last week by securing that victory over Was Sports, and obviously they're going to be looking to do that again today over one of the considered one of the favorites here in this tournament again, which would be
at least from Latvian side, the favorites from Latvian side. As now, let's call out the players that are playing on both sides. On Wolsung, there's going to be Husky, Jekindar, Kri, Viskas, and Brocky.
And on the side of Not Like This, we are going to see Prokas, Dreamas, Halflex, Dreamy, and Finette.
Exactly, the guys that surprised us. And I'm not quite sure if they can they did it against Was Sports. Do you think it's a possibility against Wolsung as well?
There's always a possibility for it, but considering the map is going to be Mirage, I'm going to be heading towards Wolsung's way with my prediction for this game.
Okay, and what's going to be it?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be a solid 16-7.
Okay.
On Mirage here in favor of Wolsung, and I'm just going to write that down so we have everything on paper. And your prediction?
I will go the way of Wolsung as well. I'm going to say 16-8. So I'm going to one-up you. Just because I think from the last week, Not Like This should have that confidence up and running, and they shouldn't crumble too fast against Wolsung.
Well, I feel like it's a lot is going to be dependent on the early game here. So obviously, whoever will be able to rack up the most amount of rounds early on in this game should also turn out to be the victor in this match and in this duel. So, well, considering it is Mirage here, a map that can be both CT-sided and both T-sided, depending on how you play, but more
CT.
CT. I was just about to say it's more like terrorist-sided, because
it feels like in the usual CS:GO, like it's CT side, the stronger one, everything else, and it's like that for a real long time. Not too many things change, and all of a sudden you jump on the train of terrorist side.
Yes.
Do you really think how is this T-sided map?
Because if you play the map correctly from the terrorist side, it offers you more possibilities for early aggression than it does for CTs. For CTs, you can put up aggression in this map, but you are always risking a lot by doing so. So either you are pushing middle, or you are pushing A ramp or A apartments. You are playing a risky game there, essentially giving up this site if you are pushing one of the sites there. And obviously, of course, pushing again B apartments also puts you alone in those apartments. You rarely see 2 CTs pushing B apartments because that's just way too dangerous.
Yeah, as well. But it's high risk, high reward kind of situation. And which players would you call out here in this matchup? Who needs to shine here?
Who needs to shine here? Well, on the side of Wolsung, I would say Husky has been a player that is definitely dangerous on Mirage. He usually feels very free there, and we also know that he can pick up the op whenever he wants to.
Exactly.
So he's a very versatile player in that sense. But from the side of Not Like This, who would you say?
From Not Like This, it's kind of hard to tell. They were really good in the previous week as well. Like Finette kind of surprised me. But I think against these players, against Wolsung, Prokas, the guy who has tons of confidence and he knows these guys well, he should be the guy winning those duels. But as well, like you called out Husky, I want to point out Jekindar from Wolsung. The guy's lurking abilities are just out of the roof.
Yeah.
So I'm really thinking that this map, if they start on T side, could easily go Wolsung's way pretty fast.
Okay, so, well, we've both agreed so far that most likely Wolsung will be looking to steal away this win, but an upset one more time would be an interesting sight to behold.
Exactly. Like, even against Was Sports, we were not talking too good about not like this. We were saying that they are, they can't beat Was Sports. Was Sports are way too fast. There's just too many things going on there. But here I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to give them too much
hope. I don't know if that sounds bad or not.
Okay. Well, I mean,
But-
from the side of Wolsung, if they do start, well, regardless, whenever they are on T side,
Yeah.
I would actually like to see just non-stop aggression coming out from them. I would like to. I know they have the capability of choreographing themselves to a very fast execute, and also obviously they have the aimers on their side to do so, to get these fast entries, to get these fast picks, and it doesn't matter, as I said already. Like most of the players on the side of Wolsung can easily pick up an AVP at any point in time, and that's a dangerous thing because like you already as a terrorist don't know where the opera is gonna go, and considering anyone on any side can also pick it up, it's just like, well, we just don't know. There might be an op somewhere there, and we might run into it, and we also might not, you know. And having that sort of having that sort of prospect for the terrorists, that's always like a scary thing because, well, as I said, you never know what you're going to run into. And I also know that Wolsung players also prefer to do random peeks with the op, if I may say so. So like peeking deep into B apartments or peeking deep into A apartments here with the AVP and looking to just quickly get a kill and instantly fall back, as it well, almost doesn't matter where you
Aren't
hit.
they fans of re-peeking?
Wolsung?
Yes.
Not for the most part, in the sense where you kind of overstay your welcome and you peak too much. No, they usually have a very calm and collective approach to it, and they just don't want to give away any advantages. And I know that also, like in their internal communication, they do remind each other that quite a lot, to say that just don't re-peek it, it's fine. You gave already the information, just fall back, we'll play it safe. And that is usually why they find success in these situations.
And do you think Yekindar and Cree, by the time they were playing in the CIS region, do you think they bring a lot on the table for Wolsung to use?
Definitely on Mirage here. Mirage in CIS region is played extremely a lot. And essentially almost every day you would have a game there. And well, the map itself is still extremely popular and definitely has become more popular than Dust 2 currently in this stage of where the game actually is. And obviously Dust 2, yes, it was brought back in the map pool here relatively recently, but you don't see too many teams actually going for it as their initial pick.
Yeah, because they have changed it. You like have to change your approach towards Dust.
Yeah.
If you like, because there's
a lot of people are still playing it with the old mentality of it, but they do not take into account that small timings have changed, and also the fact that the doors are made from different materials means there are less kills through the doors or less heavy tags and so on. So a lot of changes have happened to that specific map, and you haven't seen that many changes to Mirage for a very, very long time.
Exactly. Do you think this is going to be one of the maps that are going to be changed next?
Probably, yeah.
But do you think that's needed?
To some degree, yes. Probably for more like from a perspective of just new content.
Yeah,
I would say, because in general the map is pretty balanced for a lot of teams. Like you don't see, oh my god, stomps coming out from pro players on this map for the most part now. And even like in a semi-pro scene, the maps usually brings relatively closer results, or at least offers the opportunity to come back into the game and still be a force to be reckoned with. So, as I said, it all depends on the approach. I do feel like Mirage is a map where you being on the terrorist side, the biggest payback that you get is with a lot of aggression in this map and just showing pure dominance, taking that mid control, looking to cause a lot of chaos on the actual map.
Because it's pretty easy to be aggressive as terrorist on Mirage, like going through the underground as well. You're being aggressive towards connector and or window, and if you have a friend there, you can also peek short. Just way too many players to utilize this one, as we're still waiting for one more player to join, and not like this. We'll remind you our prediction. So you said 16-7.
Yeah.
In favor of Wolsung, I said 16-8 in favor of Wolsung as well. I hope that we won't one more time lose this one, as I feel like as already it was mentioned, if you lose like even like 1 or 2 games, you already are kind of not allowing yourself to get in that top 4.
Yeah.
Like every game counts, every single round counts. The round difference is on the board. 16 teams that we have here, so definitely teams need to bring the A game every single round. And as we mentioned before, like we thought that BESL Sports against Not Like This did not bring their A game.
Yeah, definitely did not bring their A game. They look like they were tired in that match, and it didn't look like they are too confident in terms of trying to come back into that one. So, I mean, they're suffering the consequences for it. You saw it already in the standings, being towards that lower half of the first half tabloid. So obviously they are probably not happy with the result they're currently sitting with, and as we already mentioned, Not Like This are most likely to looking forward to repeating their previous success here.
Definitely, but I think it's going to really depend on the first few rounds that we're going to see. If Not Like This are going to be aggressive, if they start on T side, I think Wolsung don't even want to allow Not Like This start on T side. They won't be the first aggressors. They won't be the guys
that's
pushing
also
right
not
now,
a bad approach, especially if you feel confident in the map here. So if you feel like you can go for that terrorist side initially, why not? I mean, I'm all for it if any team decides to go for this. It's just that most often you see that whoever goes for that terrorist side usually kind of suffers the consequences for it.
Kind of, yeah, that is true. But there was one moment where I'm going to repeat myself. My team was when they played in the GOEXANIMO tournament. They also on the Mirage went for that T side first. And I think that is not too bad of an approach, if you ask me, especially against a team that you know that you kind of will have the upper hand on and start on the aggressor side.
Well, usually, having played a few games as well, starting on the terrorist side, it's not that bad when you approach it with the mentality it's easier to hold as CT. I mean, a lot of people feel more confident on the CT side because all that is required from you is to just hold your site. And as long as you really think about what you're doing, you should still find success there. And if that is the case for either of these teams, by all means, go for the T side if you like. But I don't think Not Like This are going to use that approach. If anything, Wolsung are going to be the ones. So, the knife round is on the way here, and Dreamus has already secured the first kill here, and actually the second as Halflex and Fonet will find kills, and that leaves only Brocky remaining here, who is going to give himself up kindly to Not Like This.
Why not?
Here.
Why not? Let's just see now. They definitely have to start, yes, and they will start on that CT side. That is the right approach, at least for them. Let's just see now. Did the aggression that we talked about Wolsung, will it come into play here in the first round?
I feel like it will. I mean,
the Glock train.
Yeah, the Glock train is imminent here, and their spawn is slightly towards the B side here, so they might potentially go for either a fast B. You can see there aren't really any nades on their side, so most likely this is going to be a full-on B blast here with only...
full on. There are only 3 players go there. So it's going to be Husky and Yekin are trying to fake as much as they can. Maybe to look for early aggression from Not Like This, which you at the moment are not seeing. And are they going to go through the underground? Dreamy, if he managed to peek them and if he managed to spot him as he was spotted, and now they're going to rush into the Nectar Fan looking for the first kill, but Brocky's going to get it as Dreamy from CT did take down. Oh no, it was from jungle. He did take down Yekin. There's going to be 3v3 situation as now the rest of the players are pushing in. The bomb yet to be planted. They're going to rush towards the B side even, and Brockus here can go huge. He sees the bomb. There's even his teammate here helping him out, tagging the players up, and Halflex now can come in from the back lines. Wolsung, they are making a mistake here, if you ask me. Although Husky did get one of those kills, he's going to look for more. Brocky did get Halflex with 1 HP. What? As Dreamus with 20 HP is going to be remaining here, 1v2, and the bomb is now heading towards the east side. Oh my god, they're just going all around the map, and Not Like This they can't.
Well, Brocky with 1 HP, but he's sitting already on 3 kills here, so he has definitely done his duty as he's looking to cover his teammates still with a 1 HP. Dreamus doesn't have a kit here, so obviously he will need to go for this retake relatively fast as he will be looking to find these players, and you can see that, of course, they are positioning themselves in a way where they will not be spotted. Essentially, Brocky just saying, I will take the first shots here, and the first information Cree is going to stay in the apartments, and Dreamus should know about this, and considering he's sitting only on 20 HP here, it shouldn't be too difficult for Wolsung to get this around, as now Dreamus does fake the defuse here for a second, and will get, Cree will, of course, close it out, knowing that I believe the information was passed on that he was tagged down. So Wolsung securing their first round here, and will be looking to capitalize further on.
Completely different approach that I thought Wolsung would take. Completely different. It was pretty, I would say, like strat-based kind of. They went towards middle, but the middle part, when they were just going towards B, towards A, it really played in their favor. Not like this one, that's not able to cope with that.
Yeah, and you can see instantly all 5 players from the side of Wolsung are posting themselves up here. I believe Kree just heard the player up close, so obviously they are checking to see as much as they can, as Yokider already has spotted one of the players. Fonet does find a kill, but he will go down instantly. That is the bomb pass. Information about the bomb pass here, as Whiskas will find his second, Husky will find another one, and only Dreamus and Prokas remaining here, looking to see if they can deal any more extra damage, as Yokinder just no respect, pushing through the Molotov, will find Prokas, and only Dreamus remaining here. He will go down to Whiskas, and that is going to be the second round for Wolsung here, and an excellent round at that. As you can see, they only lost one man, that was Brocky. Brocky will pick up only a Mac 10 on armor and a single flashbang, so he's going to be looking to utilize this one as fast as possible, and with the help of Yokinder, it looks like they are heading towards A here. Yokinder also on the Mac 10.
Did he really not? Now he hears about Dreamy. Without any armor, the USP is going to take down Yokinder, as now more so also kind of slowing things down.
Oh, he might be playing on stretched. That's why he didn't spot him.
Oh, no way, no way. It was like almost in the middle of the screen at that stage.
I don't know, it looked weird. And now Wolsung players in a slightly dangerous position, as now Brocky will spot one of the players, but he will go down to Halflix, and I'm not a fan of this, as now Kree will need to fight 1 versus 3 in this situation. Will find 2 kills, and looking to find a third, as Whiskas heading in here. Kree will find the third, Whiskas will get the 4th one, who was tagged up, and now Dreamy will find one of the kills here, but won't find any further successes. Wolsung have secured the first 3 rounds, and this is where it comes the first big test for Not Like This in this match against Wolsung, the first bye round, and you can see already that only smoke grenades and a few nades are on the board here for Not Like This. So I would like to see a timed nade throw towards upper middle or something along the lines of that, as Kree looking to land that headshot. Not going to find any here. Dreamy already forced to fall back. Fonet
almost gets the spray control there to kill off the player going towards connector, as well as here Dreamy in a pretty good spot, but he gives away his position now with that smoke. Let's go wild, he's going to get Husky. It's going to be only 3 players remaining. It's going to be 2v2 situation, but here Dreamy just going huge already. 3 kills for him. Only Kree remaining. The bomb drop down towards connector. There'll be 2 players holding that one down. One from short, one from jungle. Kree has to be pretty careful about where he peeks at this stage. You can spot the player, but instantly Dream is going to take him down. 4 kills for him. Huge job done. And as well, Not Like This. This could be their right back.
Yeah, and Dreamy legit just saved the round for his team, as Kree already had managed to find 2 players in that situation. Unfortunately, had to go down inevitably. So, Brocky actually only on the deagle, but as we both know, that's definitely not a weapon to take lightly when it's in his hands, and Husky will find Dreamy here in window already. Now Fonet looking to smoke off a ramp, and Dreamus reluctant to peek towards middle, knowing that the AVP presence is eminent here in that position. And Yokinder will find Halflix towards the A site, and that leaves only 3 players on the side of Not Like This alive here, and Fonet still strongly believes that there is someone behind that smoke, but little does he know that Brocky is already in sight here. And also Brocky does suspect that a push might have gone through, as Prokas will be found here, and still no kills in return. And Not Like This really needs
to deny there it comes from Dreamers. Good job already. So 2v4. Oh, Fonet, he did not stay hidden for a way too long time. It's gonna be Wolsung getting the round back. The economy is reset. Not Like This.
Yeah, I actually wanted to mention my expression was almost the same as Not Like This's logo in that situation when I saw it happening.
Most definitely. It was kind of unfortunate because I believe Fanet needed to wait a bit longer there to make the move.
Yeah.
They need to put a bit more pressure towards Dreamy.
And now that the money has been, well, essentially broken for Not Like This, of course, Wolsung are looking to further on advance with their round lead, as obviously Not Like This losing this one means it is going to be a full economical round for them. Brocky with that nade towards short, not entirely sure if he has managed to find any damage, and Whiskas already has found Dreamus here. Prokas slowly approaching B apartment, suspecting someone might have been already close, but you can see that Wolsung players are reluctant to push anywhere alone, and rightly so in this round, because they saw what happened in the first playing against the Pistols there in that situation. Yokinder will find a kill towards Dreamy, but Dreamy's kind of failed on that one.
Yeah, he was spraying with a Deagle, and that's not the way to go with Deagle. Most definitely. But let's see, can Procas go huge here as they are moving towards that B side. Kree did find the player in A, and now Hapa is going to be the second guy towards middle, towards jungle more so. As here Procas now gives away his position. He's going to try to run away. Can Viscus spot the guy as he's going to be taken down from short. Only Haplex remaining 1v5 at this stage, and like even getting the kills here, okay, it can leave a bit of a footprint there in the Wolsung's economical situation. But it looks like they're pretty well.
Yeah, they're pretty well established. Yeah. And
whoa!
Oh my God, Brocky! This is he found one of the kills with the Deagle and found the second. So don't count that guy out, as now Not Like This are on a full economical round. It's here actually Procas will pick up a CZ. And he has yet to find kills.
You picked out Husky, I picked out Procas. Look where they are on the board.
Amazing.
We missed.
We are the best predictors out there.
We completely missed. Let's see now. Jake in there. Putin's gonna find the first headshot, the second headshot.
Oh my God!
The only Procas remaining. There's Yekindar with 4 kills.
That's a highlight.
Yes, and that is Wolsung for you, kind of.
Yeah. The quick and easy, painless, I would say. But it's also good for the CTs. I mean, it's done and dusted. You don't really need to think about it, and that's about it. So, Husky with the AVP in hand, as I already previously mentioned, is going to be heading towards the A ramp, looking to see if he can get the kill onto the crossing player here. The nade will force him to fall back here, as he understood quickly that there a push might be happening, and obviously falling back here. But Viscus looking to return the favor, as understanding if these players are pushing A ramp, that means there is no help from connector towards middle, and Viscus looking to see if he can get a good timing onto any of these B players, but it looks like he actually decided to go down into the underground and head towards B apartments. Is now Kree left, only man to look after middle here. And Yakinder with the timing will find Finette on A side here. Does he suspect Haflex in that corner though?
I'm not quite sure, but you really need to check it if you're pushing out, as now Yakinder, is he checking it? He's not checking it. He managed to get down. He's going to spot the player in Haplex. Instantly is going to take him down. So now, Wolsung really need to think, do they go towards the A side or B, as Proc's now going to push on towards short. He's going to find a free kill. Can he hit? He's going to find one, looking for the second one as well. He's going to get Kree, as now only Husky with Viscus remaining. Let's just see now, can they win this one 2 against 4? As there is Dreamers just waiting for that push to happen. Procus, he is pretty low on HP, so this B side is not the worst choice Wolsung has had.
Well, Hillfly is definitely here, and Twist is looking to push through, and the flashback definitely didn't flash Dreamus in that situation. Only Husky remaining, and I would say save at this situation if you can. He will get the kill, in that situation. So still, in theory, doable, but in practice, this is almost impossible, as obviously there are already all the players here. The rotation has gone through. Husky is sitting on 40 HP, but he's...
Oh, he missed the timing.
No,
he has to check now. He's both the player, but Haplex is going to take him down. It's going to be 2-6. Will they save the off? Will they manage to get... Nope. They ran out of time. And I think that could quite bite them, as they need that op, in my opinion.
Well, here's the problem. Not Like This have managed to secure a round, but if they lose this one, it's all over again what just happened 4 rounds ago. So definitely an important round that Not Like This need to win if they want to come back and try and equalize this scoreline. You can see that Yakinder aggressively with the AVP is going to be pushing closer, but I believe Procus just heard him, and obviously Dreamy with hearing the players just below the window is slightly tempted to push through here. The deep Molotov will prevent Procus from peeking, and exactly why Yakinder just looking through that smoke. Viscus,
ooh, the smoke, and Yakinder with one more kill towards Dreamus. Only Dreamy with Haplex remaining. They are not in the best position, but at least they are together in that A side. So if they hit it, they could still get it. But the bomb's running towards B side, which is completely open. And now let's see, will they rotate even closer? They will instantly go towards the palace, where Husky could potentially get the kill if he spots them at the great time.
Yeah, and definitely the side of Wolsung should hunt for these kills and trying to get these rifles out, as Husky will find one and will spot the second player. Doesn't matter that he went down in that situation. That is information passed on to the players. You can see already one near connector. Kree is already pushing CT spawn here, and they are looking to dispose of Haflex and not allow him to save any kills.
Oh,
the
flash came in. Oh my god, good job there.
To see that.
Yes, the same thing happened in the last map when my team was there as well. Like these kind of moments, you can really tell that the players are feeling comfortable playing together.
Yeah, and obviously just asking for that flash. There's no shame in that. Just make sure that you secure the kill and win the round, and it is 2-7. One more time, not like this. His money has been reset, and they have been forced onto pistols here. And Wolsung actually taking I would say a decent approach here towards the round, and just collectively heading towards B. And little do they know that not like this, unfortunately, have decided to stack a bomb site, and Prokus will need to go huge. He cannot decide where to go for.
But
and
he does get one.
Does get one, but he will go down as now Dreamy in middle looking to find any players. Dreamus also has just given away his position. The Molotov and the nade will deal no damage.
Whoa, that's quite impressive actually, if you ask me.
How did that nade, what?
Did it bounce against the wall and the wall was just not explosive?
Maybe the cash register is the perfect shield in those situations. So the bomb defusal experts in the army should always have a cash register with them.
That is
it makes perfect sense.
That is the stupidest thing that I've heard you say in quite a while.
It's funny that you are saying it, Susan, sitting in a red dress in the studio.
Well, at least I switch things up. You're always black. And what does tell that about you?
It means that I'm classy.
What screams classy more than a red dress?
Hey,
that's what you said.
That's what you said.
I'm trying to feel better about myself. Please, at least allow that. Okay? Deal?
Yeah, sure, Susan.
Okay, let's go into the 11th round. As we can see, not like this. Although one more time their economy was reset, they did save up, but you can see Dreamy is only with the Deagle.
And not like this, they're actually risking a lot with this force here, because if they go down, that still means a lot of money lost on their side. And you can see Fournette already has lost his life, and so has Halflex and Dreamy. And that leaves only Dreamus and Prokus here, and Wolsung are looking to close this half on a very dominant note so far. So unless it's the same as we saw in the first game, where we had the equal scoreline, and then afterwards they managed to bring it back. Well, Prokus did find the kill onto Whiskas here, but you can see there's instantly backup for whoever goes there, apart from Yukinder. But as I say that, Husky is just around the corner, and I feel like this is the feeling that not like this have. Wherever you go, you find a kill, and instantly a teammate is just behind the corner waiting for you, and you're like, I cannot do anything. And even though I said I would like to see an all-out aggression coming out from Wolsung, the amounts they're putting up currently is definitely enough on this side. There's no need to overextend already.
Their playstyle looks really clean.
Yeah, exactly. It looks clean, collected, but as I say that, also that kill looked very clean from Fournette here. Yukinder didn't have a chance in that situation. There's also Brochy.
Can he get the kill? Now he's looking for it, but Kree is going to get two as he moves into the side. The A side is going to be completely open. Let's just see, can Whiskas catch out anyone here in the middle, as Dream is going to wait in CT spawn. There's one player in T spawn. I'm not quite sure that this is going to work out.
This is weird.
Like this. Yeah, this is weird. Because they're basically now like 1v1 situations all over the place. It's going to be Prokus and Dreamy winning them. Only Kree remaining 4 kills. Oh no, he already has 2 kills. He needs 2 more to get the ace and clutch this one for his team. As he's going to spot the player, he's going to look for the headshot. He'll get it against Halflex. And can Prokus do it? Can he get Kree, as this looks like it's going to be one more of the highlights.
Kree needs to ace to win this for his team. Prokus already has given away his position. Kree still has a flashbang, and Prokus is just running away, understanding he doesn't have a kit and no time. And well played, Kree.
Yeah.
Definitely those 2 quick headshots. Ooh, spicy.
Reaction
also,
there.
props to whoever was on the side of not like this. They're trying to fake out Kree with a pistol as a flash. I believe Kree probably laughed at that one.
That could be the case. Do you remember what happened with the Yekinder, I believe, against Aston Esports, where he was sprayed down with season. He was just waiting for the enemy to run out. So also they know how to do it. They know how to show that they're
not shaky in these situations. Dreamy just needs to press a button anytime now, but he fails to do so and doesn't find any kills, and he has taken already 50 health damage to his HP bar there. And Fournette now looking to see if he can find any players crossing through this smoke here, but Whiskas knows better not to push his nose too much into CT's business so early in the round.
Dreamer just early on used the Molotov because there was Yekinder trying to fake B, or trying to make a move on B, and instantly the Molotov drops down. You can see here Apple's going to find one. Fournette's going to go down here as they're going to trade. There's going to be only 2 players remaining here on the side of Wolsung. The bomb is still dropped down towards short and middle. I believe CTs know what's up.
Yeah, and only Yukinder is really on full HP here, and he has the AVP in hand. He might have just given away his position by making noise in the underground, because there is a player in that, well, we call it the EPL room, but not entirely sure.
Ladder.
Okay,
Ladder
cool.
room.
Ladder.
Brock is looking for the kill, but he's gonna find it. Can he now do it for his team? The same thing that Kree did there. Of course, he needs to find only 2 more kills, adding to his 1. And if he heads towards that B side,
Jump into window.
Oh, that could work out pretty well. Well, let's see if that's going to be the case. There's going to be 30 seconds left on the clock. Yakindar, he's still waiting for someone to make the move, to rotate, to try to look for the information. But if you're 2 players alive, you want to stick to those sites.
Yeah, obviously you want to stick to those sides here and hide to the best of your abilities. Actually, not really fan of that angle that is from Dreamus, because
it's kind of an off angle, though, if you ask me. Like, you don't see too often players stay there. They're like either hiding in the other corner near the bench.
Oh my god!
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, it looks like so. Although Dreamy, he has the op, and Yakindar has to get in pretty good position, not to get caught out by it. And let's just see now, Dreamy, he's moving in way too fast, and he's not even checking the sides. The plan's gonna be there, and Yakindar, he clutches it for his team. 5 rounds in a row there for Wolsung. Only 2 more rounds remaining in this
The
half.
dude's reactions are lit.
Yes, that's just quite insane. I really want to know how many hours of deathmatch or just complete CSGO he plays in one day. Yakindar.
I don't know how many hours a day, but I know he definitely has a lot of hours practicing his aim for sure. As he has the op in hand now, will miss the shot, but as you can see, it's a mixed buy coming out of Not Like This. There is Procus on the AVP here, and Dreamus will already go down. Only another rifle on their side. Procus will find 1 kill, but needs to find a lot more here. Spots the players, misses the shot, will go down, and then there's going to be op out of their hands as Dreaming will go down. Only Fanette and Halflix remaining here. They don't even have a defuse kit in hand. You consider it already a jump towards window, and that means Husky will find Fanette here in this situation, will spot Halflex, will go down, but doesn't matter. Information passed on already to his teammates. Halflex looks desperate to stay alive, even not even thinking about getting the round, and he will be found by Yakindar. That is going to be 12-2 in favor of Wolsung, and what a T side coming out from these players. I mean, there is definitely a thing or two to learn about timings watching these guys here on Mirage.
Yeah, and like I as well said, like if also start on T side, it's gonna be pretty tough for Not Like This. I felt like Not Like This needed to start on that T side to make the move. They needed it. They're on Yakindar. He's gonna get the time to kill off Dreamy, and this was the last buy that Not Like This has. Hava's gonna get killed instantly. Husky with the kill back, as they're gonna look for the shots. As okay, it's gonna be Fanette finding the kill, so 3v3 still definitely doable. Let's just see if that's gonna be the case here. And I believe Rocky managed to get away unnoticed, but there come in the kills. Only Viscous remaining with 12 HP. Now 1v3 situation. He should be spotted pretty early on. He's going to be rushed there from the back lines, but he's not being spotted, and only now Procus will manage to take him down, and that will be the scoreline 12-3. So Not Like This with 3 rounds on T side. Like, even if they get the first pistol round, the second round is going to be tricky as well.
Yeah, of course, you still need to face all of these Deagle players on the side of Wolsung. They are definitely one of the teams here that can do a lot of damage with that weapon. So 3-12, Not Like This. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be an upset one more time here. So
not
perhaps,
at the moment.
Perhaps they had studied Inferno more than they have studied Mirage here so far.
Maybe they studied Vazd more than they studied Wolsung.
That is also true.
That could be the case as well. But let's see now. Not Like This. Their approach towards that T side that they're putting 3 players towards A. As you can see, this is overconfidence coming out from them. As he's going to get Dreamy. He's going to look to get back as he's going to get tagged up with 7 HP. Has to get back. Has to be pretty careful, but there's already teammates coming in to help. And this is a pretty good position for Kree. Oh my goodness. This should work out perfectly for him as he won't be spotted. Now we're going to look for the kill. Kree's going to get 1. He's looking for the second one as well. He can't hit the shot. It's going to be 4v3. And I was gonna be
Fanette actually getting a knife kill onto Husky in that situation. So unfortunate news for him, as only Halflex remaining.
Last kill.
And he will be eliminated. So you have your final seconds also to type in #Volt in the chat, because that will be played out in the nearest seconds or so. So look for the victor in the chat, and I will remind you one more time that you need to message us on BSL at BSL.pro if you win and want to get your 10 euros worth of food, as this game is heading into its final stages here. Not Like This, pushed down one more time to force whatever they can. You can see a single AK on their side, and Yikinder, interestingly enough, will go down. And also Rocky going down in this situation, meaning Kree needs to go huge. He does find one kill, expect a second, and will find Halflex in that situation. Husky also finding another player, but Procus will take him down. Still a 2 versus 2 situation. Kree, a dangerous man to be on that A side, and he finds the timing onto Jemus while he's switching weapons. That leaves only Procus alive, and Whiskas is looking to find the timing onto him. Will spot the player, will almost go down, but Procus still alive, 16 HP versus Kree. Probably not the person you want to face in this situation, considering how huge Kree went not so long ago.
Yeah, and this is like 1 minute left on the clock as well when they have been left in a 1v1 situation. This could one more time be Kree with quad kill clutching the round. But let's just see if that's going to happen. As if they lose this round, not like this, it's gonna be super sad for them.
And you can see Kree is actually also favoriting the A side more and just read Procus like a book.
How sad or how mad are you if you're Procus and you're like have been faking for quite a while, or now like 30 seconds you haven't showed on the map, and you go out on the A side almost the same second, and Kree just comes and kills you off.
Well, a lot of times being in this situation where you know the enemy is literally across the map from you, it's most of the time it pays off to actually stay in the same site that you are in. Perhaps position yourself slightly closer to that second site, but still remain on the first one, just in case the enemy decides for any sort of odd timings. Brocky failing to find kills here towards middle with that scout. So
Yikinder has to be careful because the players are going into the underground. I believe he just heard at least one. He's going to take the first one down. Fournette going down. Yikinder still with 41 HP, but there's going to be the kill back. As now finally they're going to look to strike this middle one more time. I'm not sure if that's the right choice. As here, Husky's looking for the shot. He's going to get the kill. And there was, I believe, Brocky spotting the player while jumping and free. He's going to get one. Only Dreamus and Procus will remain. You can see they're spread out all around the map. This is not looking too good as Brocky's going to get the kill against Procus. Dreamus did find one, but there is Husky with the kill back. 15-3, and you look at not like this money. Not like this.
Yeah, well, they're going to be going down, but it also means that I will be winning the prediction game for this match, so we're going to be even for today. That is going to be 1-1.
Are we even today?
Nah.
Right.
I'm still in the lead.
You're dead too. Like, even if I win like 2 weeks earlier, you still are going to be in the lead with this one.
Yeah, because it's all over social media.
Well,
Brocky, well, speaking of over-repeaking with that scout, looking to see if he can find more kills, and that's also what was the situation in the previous round, why Yikinder lost his life, but he has managed to redeem himself, both Yikinder and Husky finding kills early on in this round here, not leaving too much hope.
As with the headshot, what is Brocky doing? There's only Fournette remaining. He's looking for that jump shot, but that's not going to be the case. 16-3. I definitely thought not like this could put up a better fight.
Yeah,
but it was quite a possible.
I mean, we both called a slightly higher scoreline, especially considering their victory previously, and perhaps that initial aggression coming out from the side of Wolsung, and obviously having that collected approach towards that game, almost always being careful on pistol round. Again, playing against pistol rounds, obviously that first fluke gave them a good lesson about how to approach the pistols and be mindful about who are you playing against. I mean, obviously not like this, have a lot to improve here on this map. I mean, from them, well, one more time, on being on the CT side, they didn't really try to establish any sort of mid dominance. They just tried to peek towards middle, but having constantly a smoke-in connector, smoke-in window, potential amount of nades, also the initial kills coming out from Husky with the AVP in hand towards that window probably threw them off that idea. But you can see what happens when you're being forced into sites. Every single round, Wolsung players had mid-presence to a certain degree, apart from 2 executes, one towards A, one towards B, where they just gathered as a 5-man group and just brute forced their way through it. So, congratulations to Wolsung, picking up essential points required, and also a good amount of round difference.
As well, exactly. That is quite important as well. I have to say about today, Latvian teams did prove themselves. The games were quite fast. Yeah. If you ask me, 16-9 and 16-3. Good job by them, and I'm thinking Wolsung are definitely looking to be one of the contenders for that top 4 spot.
They're on the road. They're alongside with Mighty Wolves, Lithuania. I'm still not gonna count out eSports despite where they are in standings. Because I feel like they're an ever-present force.
Yes, exactly.
That is, well, probably after that lost we're going to see a huge comeback coming from them. And speaking of them, actually, and also mentioning Lithuania, tomorrow is my pick for match of the week, which is going to be actually played between eSports and Lithuania.
You can see tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You have to be here to check out that game. That's definitely going to be a really interesting one. I have to say the next games are great as well. Figure 5 against Wolsung. It's going to be Figure 5 trying to fire back and show that they can be in that top 4, and Wolsung as well need to hold that position for themselves. And of course, joggers against not like this, 2 Lithuanian teams. Both teams have to prove a lot. Last week you picked a match where the match of the week where team needed to prove a lot, like it was Skinlords and Estonia, and here as well. I think it's going to be pretty important, at least for the Lithuanian scene.
So overall, interesting matches coming our way tomorrow as well.
Yep.
So curious to know, Susan, will you be wearing this dress tomorrow as well, just for the fun of it?
I can't wear ashes.
You what?
I can't wear ashes. I'm going to burn it. I'm not feeling too good about it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not your dress. We need to give it back.
I don't know.
How about we just like quickly take it off?
Oh, please.
Okay.
No.
We're gonna leave that behind the scenes, but thank you very much for joining in here. I hope the person that won is enjoying his food already. If not, at least I hope you are in the process of ordering it. Make sure that you do message us on BSL at bsl.pro. So far, it's been a nice start for the week. Susan has gone all red again here, as it should be for Lady in Red. And thank you for tuning in. I'm V.
I'm MV.
Susan, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Flat on the floor of my life, the world just leaves me behind. I wanted more at this point, but I keep losing my voice. I don't wanna be like that though. Better grow a fucking backbone. I don't wanna be like that though. Better grow a fucking backbone. Shaking like a train, overcame to the face subway. Looking like a chain on my brain, lazy in my flat on the floor of my life, the world just leaves me behind. I wanted more at this point, but I keep losing my voice. I don't wanna be like that though. Better grow a fucking backbone. Better grow a fucking backbone. Better grow a fucking backbone. Backbone, 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 backbone. the shore. She thinks it's buried deep right now. I've reached the top. I'm falling right back down to earth. It's calling now. Feast my eyes upon this wasteland. Right now the map's becoming clearer. It's all in my perspective.